Barnett spoke to students trying to balance safety with having a normal college experience. He's at Columbia University here in New York City. Errol, good morning to you.
Hey there, good morning. You're right, Tony. The coronavirus is impacting colleges and universities differently. Here at Columbia University in Manhattan, it only has 12 cases, so it counts itself as lucky. But in smaller towns and cities, it is a different story. Despite administrators pleading with students to follow the guidelines and stay socially distant, hotspots are popping up on campuses nationwide. This is exactly what colleges and universities don't want to see. Potential super spreader events, from crowded parties at Illinois State to packed party boats near Indiana University. That school in Bloomington has roughly 33,000 undergraduates, about a quarter of them participating in Greek life. Since mid-August, about 800 Greek life students have tested positive for COVID.
I believe that the houses that are still going out partying don't really truly understand the severity of the situation.
Maggie Mulligan is a member of Gamma Phi Beta sorority at IU.
We're going on about 40 confirmed cases in my house.
40.
Yes, 40.
According to the university, there have been dozens of cases at Gamma Phi Beta, despite cancelled social events, mask wearing in common spaces, and an entire wing of the house being used to isolate and quarantine 6 students. Mulligan encourages people to think about what it's like living in Greek housing amid the outbreak.
Think about how they're feeling right now with people all around them infected with COVID and them not knowing if they'll have it the next day. It's a terrifying feeling.
But outbreaks at Indiana vary from house to house. At Phi Kappa Tau, students are blocking off sinks with trash bags, marking off tables in the dining room and even couches as reminders to social distance. The result, not a single positive case. But next door at the Acacia fraternity, more than 80% of the house tested positive.
These are young adults who probably don't have the most well-formed prefrontal lobe and aren't really the best at kind of weighing the risk and benefits of something.
So if that's the case, should they have the freedom to hang out at frat houses?
No, I don't think so.
Adam Wensloff is a member of Sigma Nu and president of the Interfraternity Council at the University of Colorado Boulder. That school is asking fraternities to pay more than $10,000 in fines for parties breaking COVID guidelines. Wensloff calls that type of behavior disrespectful.
Many fraternity houses have people who work in their kitchens, people who come over to clean and to cook. And you're putting those people at risk. You're putting your professors at risk.
What's up, guys?
And it's not just Greek life contributing to outbreaks. It's crowded bars and off-campus parties as well.
So everybody here has it.
These Miami University and Ohio students said some 20 people were in their house, despite limits of gatherings to 10.
You're supposed to be quarantined.
The home's occupants all have COVID.
Do you have other people here and you're positive for COVID? You see the problem?
What did you think when you saw that video?
It's a window into a larger epidemic in our society of the approach that we have toward living together in local communities and as a nation. It's not very cooperative.
Cooperation aside, University of Connecticut sociology professor Matthew Huey says it's difficult for human beings to stay distant. We're more than 6 months into this pandemic. Have we underestimated the human ability, especially at a young age, to be apart from each other?
I think so. We're social creatures, human beings. We need to interact with one another.
Now, Professor Huey also says finances play a huge role here, with many Greek organizations struggling to stay afloat and colleges trying to justify tuition. So the pressure on them is certainly on. And also consider many Greek life organizations are following calls to shut down entirely under the Abolish Greek Life slogan, which is gaining steam under the social justice movement. So the focus certainly is on these Greek organizations in many places, Tony.
Yeah, clearly there are better and worse ways to do this. Errol, thank you very much. And be sure to check out USA Today for its coverage of colleges and the coronavirus. It is ongoing. There's a lot in that report. I think you got to the heart of it, too.
Yeah, listen, I sent my son off to college, and my last words were, just don't be stupid, you know?
Yeah.
Work on your prefrontal lobe.
I like how he said that. That's very good advice, don't be stupid. But so many young people believe that fine. If I get it, I get it. I know I'll be fine.
Well,
I'll
also,
get through it. And for the most part, that may be true. But if you do get it, you don't know if you'll get the most severe case.
That's
it's just
right.
not worth the gamble.
And
No,
also,
it's
you're,
not.
you're going to the grocery store. You're going to see other people.
Yeah.
You're going to have contact. And you put
There
those
are a
people
lot
at
of
risk.
There are a lot of kids who are genuinely worried about it and careful, but the gatherings happen. People get drawn in, and mistakes get made, and it's that all you can do is hope your kid has a well-formed prefrontal.
Yeah.
Illness
I like
plus
the
alcohol.
advice. Don't be stupid could apply to a lot of things for a lot of different ages.
Yep.